Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at another Star Wars Imperial Assault villain pack as Imperial Assault week continues. This one is Greedo, and he is from the Funny Symbol faction, which I think is supposed to be like the mercenaries, or it's the Mandalorian symbol, I think. Anyway, I don't care. Let's crack into this and see what we got. This is another one of my buddy Wyatt's figures. He was nice enough to let me open these. Greedo only requires the Imperial Assault core game to play. So all his side quests and stuff can be played right out of the core box, which is really cool because most of the others require one of the expansions to get the most out of them. The contents here are 1 plastic figure, 1 rule sheet, 2 deployment cards, 3 command cards, 2 skirmish mission cards, 3 agenda cards, and 1 item card. As usual, get permission before using scissors from a responsible adult if you're not a responsible adult. The don't steal me quality of the plastic is pretty tough, so be careful when cutting not to hurt yourself or damage your cards. And this will be a little bit sharp on the edges, so be aware of that when you're opening. These are put out by Fantasy Flight, and I've been singing their praises this whole week, and I'm going to continue to do so because, you know, you might not have seen those episodes. Alright, so let's take a look at the mini first as usual. Alright, so his head looks abnormally large, but he kind of looked that way in the film before Han put a hole in his chest. Nice sculpt, very nice actually. What you would expect from Fantasy Flight, very detailed, very cool looking mini. Yeah, let's get him out of the way and look at the other stuff. Paper quality on these rules addendums is really nice, but you know, you still got to be careful with them. So as usual, it's got the contents listed, and then some extra skirmish stuff here. And the skirmish mission uses everything out of the whole bunch of stuff. All this is out of the core box, like I said. This is a hangar bay skirmish map. And then on the other side we have top target side mission. It's a little smaller, I think, but it looks a little longer. It might be about the same size, I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot to this one and the other one, so it's probably going to be fairly fun to do these 2 missions because they are, you know, fairly good size maps. So this one might be a good one to pick up if you've only got the core box and you're looking for some new mission stuff. So Greedo might be a good one just because of that. If you don't have, if you want to get like Boba Fett or Dengar or some of the bounty hunters, you're going to need the Bespin Gambit or the Twin Shadows expansions, and you know, not everybody can afford that. So this might be a good alternative. The Royal Guard Champion was really good for that too. Alright, let's start with his command cards and see what we got here. We've got Stroke of Brilliance, Greedo. Used when an attack targeting you is declared. Apply +2 defense and +1 cancel to the defense results. In the Shadows, Smuggler or Hunter. At the start of a round until the end of the round, hostile figures 4 or more spaces away from you do not have line of sight to you. You do not block line of sight for those figures. Primary targeting, Hunter. Used when you declare an attack targeting a hostile figure with the highest figure cost of all hostile figures on the map. You become focused and apply +1 damage to the attack results. Now the problem with some of these little cards is that it doesn't say what character pack it came out of. So hence the value of the episode, so you know. But let's look at his item card here quick. This is a 2. DT-12 heavy blaster pistol. It's a blaster. So 2 green dice attack. Surge of +1 damage. Surge +2 accuracy. Pierce 1. 2 exhaustion. When an attack targeting you resolves to let me start over. When an attack targeting you resolves to interrupt to perform an attack with this weapon targeting the attacker. Value of 600 credits. Alright, let's look at his other cards here. Let's look at his influence cards first, like usual. Or agenda cards, I guess they are. Alright, top target, 3 influence. Ordo Mantell Outskirts. Place this card as side mission top target, Greedo Ambitious Mercenary Pack. After the heroes resolve any other side mission, discard this card and receive the reward listed below. The reward is Greedo Ambitious Mercenary Villain. Hunter for a fee. Keep this card secret. Play this card at the end of a round during any side mission if Greedo is not an initial reserved or open group, and you control a leader. Deploy Greedo, Ambitious Mercenary, without paying his deployment cost, and choose an Imperial leader. If that leader is defeated, remove Greedo from the mission. At the end of the mission, discard this card. 1 influence. Stealth Squad, 1 influence. Keep this card secret. Play it during any mission when you deploy a group. Figures in that group gain hostile figures 4 or more spaces away from you, do not have line of sight to you. You do not block line of sight for those figures. Discard this card at the end of this mission or when all figures in that group are defeated. Alright, let's look at his mission cards here. A. The Hunted. Hangar Bay. Setup. Each player chooses one of his opponent's groups. Those groups are targeted groups. Each time a figure of a targeted group is defeated, that figure's opponent gains VPs equal to the defeated figure's figure cost. Fortifications. B. Card B. A figure can attack a power cell, health 5, defense 1. When a power cell matching the color of a player's deployment zone is destroyed, that player gains 6 VPs. Alright, now we'll look at these. Pray for the Weak. 1. Skirmish Upgrade. Attachment. Hunter only. When attacking a figure with a figure cost lower than yours, apply Pierce 1 and +1 accuracy to the attack results. Greedo. Ambitious Mercenary. Hunter Smuggler. 4 points. +1 accuracy, +1 damage. Surge of Bleed. Surge of +2 damage. Surge of +3 accuracy. Slow on the draw. When you declare an attack, the target may interrupt to perform an attack targeting you. Parting Shot. When you have suffered damage equal to your health before you are defeated, you may interrupt to perform an attack, then you are defeated. Health 7, Speed 5, Defense of 1 white die, Attack of Blaster 2 green. He actually doesn't look too bad. He might be kind of useful, especially for only 4 points. So that is what is inside the Star Wars Imperial Assault Villain Pack for Greedo, the Ambitious Mercenary, who buys it in the first 40 minutes of the first movie, the original trilogy. But that'll do it for this episode. As always, thanks to Wyatt for letting me open his massive haul of Imperial Assault stuff, and for all of you for watching. So thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you next time on What's Inside.